Precision Outpost, Pale Abyss. We require aid. There is proceed, stream caution.
Okay, we need to get our shit together because I do not want Alpha Team coming and saving our asses again. Like, that always happened in the freaking simulations. I don't want that to happen in real life, okay? We have to do this.
What if I were to say I did not wish to command such a mission? What if I were to say I would have preferred to remain inanimate, inert?
You mean, was this project successful beyond our wildest dreams? Absolutely. Wanted the greatest tactical and military mind that humanity could possibly produce? Well, you got it. And it turns out, he's better than you are. And he's better than I am.
Remember, don't kill the robots.
It would seem you are aligned with the Coalition of Hamlock. Can you confirm this?
Yes, I can.
Are you sure you want to do that?
They have sent other colony ships of the Endurance size and class elsewhere. You are still the only ship in this direction. You know, the wig doesn't really do it. The pink might, but the wig doesn't.
I know. I'm working on it, okay?
I mean, how long until they use someone you know as bait or leverage? We already see it happen on my end of the marina.
You gonna make me leave alone?
A4. Protocol A4 is in effect.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to... I was about to say D&D in Space. I forgot my intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Teach Astronomy. My name is Victoria, but you can call me Vicky, but today you can call me Kai. Apparently, my brain's not working very well today. But hello, everyone.
It's not a great sign for us living through this.
I know. But hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy D&D in Space Friday. If you are new here, like Astro Pep, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back to the adventures of the Starship Endurance. And it's humble away team. And I will pass off the rest of the backstory.
We are the humble away team. Alpha Team is not a humble away team.
Alpha Team sucks. Anyway, I will pass off the rest of the getting everybody up to date to our lovely Game Master Grant.
Sounds good. Alpha Team, also known as the team everybody hates. So, yes, welcome back to D&D in Space. I am, of course, your GM, Grant, and your players here are our away team, the red shirts of the Starship Endurance, usually woken up to go investigate something weird, but right now they are trying to regain control of the starship. For those who don't know, Endurance is a colony ship many centuries out from Earth. She carries about 100,000 passengers on board, and the away teams are a small portion of that. This mission, so far, there have been prisoners taken, there have been friends rescued, the robotic companion, also, I think, semi-referred to as Kai's son, Artie, is with us and very happy. We also have Wonder the Weasel joining us, and an old friend of Kai's, Zen, has decided to join in the fun as well.
Just all these people for Grant to kill.
Yes. And where we left off last time was right at the beginning of the battle. So you guys ended up traveling down the entire length of the starship again to the AI core. And the AI core has gravity. It seems to be a prototype artificial gravity system. So who knows how long that's going to work properly. But you were on your way to the actual core that houses the brain of the Endurance's commanding officer, Admiral Thomas Wadsworth Kane. However, blocking your way is definitely not darkness. It is a giant black sludge monster that has ripped metal paneling off the walls to protect itself and has somehow taken over the two auto turrets that are supposed to be defending this space. And that's more or less where we left off. Vicky,
when you say take over, you mean it ripped them physically out of their housings and is now pointing them at us?
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. You have no idea whether it has control of it yet because it hasn't tried shooting you.
Oh, but yeah, we
Lovely.
can do our quick introductions before we get back
Yes.
into it. So, as I
Yes.
said in the intro, my name's Victoria, but you can call me Vicky, but you can call me Kai because my character's name is Kypris, but she goes by Kai. She is the team's pilot. She's an heirloom human, which just means she's the classic variant of human, and she has a low wisdom score and a lot of love for her friends. So, we'll see how that goes today. Michael?
So I'm Michael, but today you can call me Eris. I'm a synthetic, so sort of robotic-y, and I am our scout, and I am probably the only person that will survive the next 10 seconds, because I'll survive 20 seconds before I die, because we're sort of weak here, and frail, and fragile.
Well, Eris also
Yeah.
is lucky because if Eris dies, we can put his mind into another robot body.
You're right. Maybe I will die first because I'll sort of just run in there guns blazing, knowing that I'm sort of immortal, unlike my colleagues here. So yeah.
Leaf. Kyle.
And I'm Leaf, and you can just call me Leaf, because that's always who I am here. And I am the team's psionic adept hacker, and an variant B human, also known as an elf.
Very nice.
And the handler for Wonder the Space Weasel.
Yes. Our favorite
And-
little girl who we thought was a boy.
With a penchant for pressing buttons.
Oh, yes. There's an emote, actually, of that we made.
Wait, there is?
Of Leaf pressing buttons.
Yeah,
You know this.
Did you not know this?
Wait, no, hold on.
You knew this.
Did I, though?
Yeah. You've used it. You've for sure used it.
I have definitely not. I need to find this now.
I love how me and Michael both used it immediately, one after the other, and we're both logged in as Teach Astronomy. That's hilarious. But that catches y'all up to speed. Also, quick note, behind the scenes kind of thing, we did hop on here right at the last second and did not have any time to balance our audio. These are our normal settings, but if anyone is a little too quiet for you to hear or a little too loud, let us know. I can fix that. Also, if the glare on my fake glasses drives you absolutely insane, like it is slowly starting to drive me while looking at my own reflection, let me know. I'll take them off. I'm working on figuring out a way to pop the lenses out because this is ridiculous.
Quick, great idea here. Turn Grant all the way down so he can't tell us about how we're gonna die.
Okay. That
Problem
sounds good.
solved.
But then you
If
won't
you
be
roll,
able to.
if you roll a nat 1, just turn Grant down before he gets to say anything, and then turn it back up when it's over.
The best part of that is we'll still be able to hear him.
Also, before we do this, since this is a big fight episode, do we want to do a little fun prediction to get the audience involved?
Who dies first?
Sure.
Is it? I mean, I don't know.
Eve Eris or the big blobby thing.
Who gets knocked out first?
I think that's a fair one.
Because someone's going to.
TPK, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
Who gets knocked out
self-conscious about my
first?
red shirt.
Options are Kai, Leaf, Eris, Zen. We are not including the companions because they're going to be fine. Because if you kill our dog, that's just messed up.
There is a
Grant.
long-standing tradition of the dog surviving in situations like this.
Yeah, actually, Wonder apparently has the most hit points of all of us, which is absolutely hysterical.
Wonder could be a great delivery method for like grenades or things like that, you know.
Okay,
I
and
will
I'm
disassemble
putting.
you.
Get there.
I'm also putting down the monster if anybody has any faith in us whatsoever. I will appreciate it if you vote for that one. But if you don't, I also understand. How long you think setup's going to take? 5 minutes? Or one of us going to die in 5 minutes, you think? I'm going to give him 5 minutes.
Probably not.
I'm
Probably
really
not.
hoping. I'm really hoping one of us doesn't die in 5
Yeah,
minutes.
gi-
Anyone
give-
have a
give
red
them 5
shirt on?
minutes.
Yes, I do. Hee hee.
I normally do. I just don't have it this time.
Yeah, we are the red shirts. We're
I
working on
did
getting
specifically
jackets.
wear a red shirt for this.
I was going to use an excuse that I don't really own a red shirt, but I own like 7 red shirts.
Yeah, you're
Just
a Cardinals
so many.
fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, are you good to coordinate switching over to screen share, Vicky?
Oh, yes.
So I
Okay.
can give you all a map. Oh no, it's disabled.
Someone in chat pick a color.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. In 3. You ready, Grant?
It's still disabled, so I can't even access the
haha.
menu.
You guys get to see the inside of Zoom for a second. All participants are able to
Whee!
share now.
Yay! Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
All
you've
right.
given me too much
Give me the
power.
countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Share.
Nice.
There we
I didn't
go.
have us set up, but we're working on it. Hold on. It's fine. Also, Kyle, you got Jade from
I know,
Skeptical
and
Sig.
That is actually,
Ooh.
this is not far off.
That's a lovely color.
Yeah.
We're in an interesting order. Our GM is halfway down the screen. He has less power now.
Oh, do I now?
Yes. You have to. I'm so
You said
scared.
the quiet part out loud
Are
again.
you entirely sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Okay.
I have way too much fun with that thing. So, this is the scenario we left you in, with all sorts of fun things. I had fun designing these. So,
Look at
Yeah.
Wonder. Look at our boy. Boy with an eye. 'Cause Wonder's a girl, but I can't not call a dog a boy.
behold my wonderful stick art.
She's beautiful.
It's so good.
It's
So-
gorgeous.
It is a wonder. It is a wonder of the world.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, yes, the blob monster kind of goes splort, and brandishes the auto turrets at you.
Cool.
Everyone, roll initiative.
Here we
Hopefully
go.
the music kicks in.
16.
A 16 for Eris, nice.
Hey.
15.
15 for Leaf.
Oh.
I have something I want to do first, so I want everyone else rolling low.
Well, you got what you wanted from me. I got an 11.
Okay,
Not
11.
great. I don't have my good die. It's somewhere under the couch because I made the mistake of filming a TikTok before this where I poured all my dice on my face. And that was dumb. If you'll follow me on TikTok, though, you'll see that eventually. And you'll know
Alright,
that I lost my die
so-
because of it.
Jeez, okay, I have to. Alright, well, both Zen and Wonder actually go first in this particular scenario.
Oh. Hey,
So, almost. They're at a 19, but they're, I think their bonus is exactly the same.
Thank God we
so-
have companions. God.
Wonder, Leaf, make a handle animal check for me.
Oh
Because
dear.
last time Wonder saw one of these things, she ran for it. So you're gonna try and
We need wonder.
Uno momento, por favor. Okay. Handle animal
Mhm.
is. That's a 14. After factoring in my ranks and my feet.
Okay, Wonder does not engage. Wonder actually goes and hides over here next to a door leading into a workshop.
That's fair. I would
Wonder,
too.
stay.
Zen finds some cover actually next to Wonder, and pulls out a plasma pistol he liberated from one of the bad guys, and makes an attack roll, hits, and does 20 points of damage to the super sludge.
Oh my God! Look at him go.
So, yeah, that's their turn. It is now Eris, your turn.
Okay. So they're both on the right. Kai and Leaf are in sort of the middle, right? So I'm going to go off to the left to try and both like distract this thing with the sort of crossfire, and also to try and draw some fire away from my very frail team members. And I'm gonna whip out this nice little laser rifle, and I'm gonna go automatic fire mode right into the big monster.
Okay. In this case, this is going to use 10 shots. That's the rules for auto fire.
Okay.
Without any feats to go with it. But because this thing is absolutely massive, I'm going to give you 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
And if you hit with both, you hit with both.
Okay. 23, right? Just the add base attack, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Base attack and your
23.
dexterity.
Wait, base attack and my dexterity? Crap. Okay, well then it's
Yeah.
higher. 26.
Okay.
And then the other one, okay, that one's significantly worse. 14.
Yeah, the first one definitely hits. The second one, the creature kind of collects all of the plates of metal around the area you're shooting at, so the rest of them don't necessarily hit. But you do get that hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, is there any, so how does so just 10 of the, so it's 3d8 damage, but then I do that times however many shots hit? Like, how does this work?
Correct. You do that for however many shots hit. Because your character does not have essentially the burst fire feat is what the feat is in D20 Modern that I ported over into the system. Because you don't have that, you end up wasting a lot more of your shots when you do automatic. Automatic's useful if you're aiming at something big and you want to get a couple of hits in when you normally would only get one. It's also useful for making sure something doesn't move from cover.
Okay, so in the end, I still only hit it like the one time.
Correct.
Okay, that's tragic. Okay, where is my...
There are some trade-offs with automatic.
Okay. 2, 8. Okay, so 12.
12? Okay. 12 points of damage.
It's a good chunk.
Plus
And
the 20 from Zen, that's huge.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not 12, it's 18. Because this thing takes extra damage from technically fire, which is kind of what a laser turns into when it hits something. It burns and evaporates. So not bad.
The bigger deal there was to draw its attention, split it between the left and right side, and hopefully not have it fire right down the middle.
Yeah, it really wants to kill both you and Zen right now. That being said, it is now Leaf. I'm gonna arbitrarily say it's your turn because you tied with Artie.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay.
Also, I'm keeping track of how many hit points this thing loses because I want to know. I want to know how many hit points Grant has stacked this motherfucker with.
Okay.
I'm gonna be salty about it, however many it is.
Okay, this actually, I'm reasonably confident Leaf would know. How sensitive is the AI core to disruption in terms of electromagnetics?
Beyond this point, I'll go ahead and use the map to our advantage here. Beyond this point, you have several meters of shielding between the inside of the core and the outside. The core itself is also shielded from EMP blasts. So it's got multiple layers of defense against this. So you could let off a EMP if you wanted to.
What's the range on my EMP grenades?
I believe it is I know how to type.
We have 2 robots on our team.
That's why I'm asking about the range.
Okay.
How far does this thing have to go to not hit our robots?
Are you trying to hit one of the turrets?
I was going to try and take out both turrets.
Oh, okay.
Just in case.
This is one of those moments.
Yeah, no, I would love to take out both of the turrets.
Oh, for heaven's sake, where is it?
Where is it, precious? Where is
While
it?
you're
Or
looking,
we find
I'm
some
gonna
awesome one.
see what the prediction, what everybody said.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, only one. Okay, who voted? Now, apparently, only one person felt like voting, but
I never
initially,
saw it pop up.
I just saw that it was 100% for me.
Okay.
So thanks. I'll do my best.
So the EMP has a 7 meter burst radius. So essentially, let's say
How big are these squares?
they're 2 meters each, so 2.5 squares roughly.
So could I hit both of those?
I mean, yeah, right? They're only like...
Because if I put it in the middle,
7
2.5,
away.
yeah, that'll hit both.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, I guess Leaf's gonna use a weapon.
What a thought. Okay.
It's the first time Leaf's actually used a weapon in this entire series.
No, I don't think so.
I think it is.
You
I
used
don't
one
think-
against one of the borders. We had the same discussion because you were really mad at them.
Did I?
I think
what
so.
Did I use?
It might be in the lost episode. Also, if anybody
Maybe.
watches these archived, we have a lost episode now because I forgot to download it off of Twitch. Don't worry, we will be making a little fake in-between thingy. to
I
update
might
you
have
on
tried to
what
shoot one
happened.
of them with a trank dart.
Oh, skeptical
ahead
sake
and-
said.
In any case, yeah, I'm going to carefully roll a EMP grenade, and try and get it. I guess are those things and those things are not just on the ground, are they?
No, they're kind of hovering in the air.
I'm gonna try and time it so that as I throw it, so that the grenade will actually go off when it's between them.
Okay.
So that it
Better
doesn't
not roll a
bounce
one
off
and kill.
yeah, exactly. So that it doesn't bounce off the plates and come back at us.
Roll good.
Okay. Make an attack roll. I was just gonna say attack a square, but okay.
Okay. I've never I really don't think I've done this before because I don't even know where on my character sheet this is. What am I adding to this?
Your base attack, right?
Base
Just base attack, right?
and your dexterity modifier, because this is technically a ranged attack.
Oh, okay, that's a 24.
24? Yeah, I gotta give this to you with the 24. Yeah, you managed to time it just right. The creature does get to make a save, but does not succeed. So you do. What was the? Where did my note go? Okay. Roll 5d6 damage for me.
Oh dear.
Do you want a
And technic-
calculator?
Yeah, you want to be calculator?
Hold on. I'm ready.
I'm an engineer. I don't do math.
I was an architect.
Ready?
I definitely don't do math. Yeah.
Okay, that is a 2 and a 1. That's 3 plus a 3 is 6 plus another 5. So,
That's only 4. No, that's 5.
well,
That's it?
I added the 4 and the 1 together in my head.
11.
Because, yeah, a total of 11.
11. Okay.
Um,
The giant black sludge mob monster thing. I think. What did we call it in the first series? Was it Omurice or something like that?
Excuse me?
Because it was the.
You never actually told us what it was called.
I think the chat named it
Oh,
Omurice.
did the chat?
Yes, the chat was having fun with us and naming it Omurice.
Okay.
So the giant black Omurice monster takes some damage from that. The turrets seem to be stuttering a little bit, but the creature itself is still very much alive. If you can call this collection of nanobots alive. That being said, we are now at Artie's turn. And Artie says,
Oh dear. Can I perform a Class A diagnostic on this creature?
Can you do it from a distance?
Yeah, I don't know if I want you getting close to it, Artie.
You guys are getting a little bit too sentimental, I think. I think we need it to do everything it possibly can.
Do we want the sludge that can assimilate things to touch one of our robots?
Or do we want to keep the robot in the back to heal us when we inevitably get killed by this thing? I'm gonna keep Artie. I'm going to forcefully suggest that Artie take cover. Because
Okay.
Artie, can you throw things?
I do have the capability to provide a rapid locomotion to inanimate objects.
Do you have any inanimate objects, Artie?
Artie reaches inside
Actually,
themselves
Artie,
and pulls
question.
out a yes.
Oh, what was he gonna pull out?
Pulls out part of a suture kit and a scalpel.
Oh, excellent! I'll take that. Throw it, buddy, and then go hide, please.
Okay. Artie's going to split their movement. Artie's going to go here, throw at the giant slud monster a scalpel.
I'll take anything we can get. We need to keep him alive. Well,
Artie throws, and you just see the scalpel arc through the air, end over end, and then go plink off of one of the metal sheets this thing is using to defend itself. And then Artie just goes and hides behind Wonder.
It was a good try, buddy.
All right.
Hey, question. Can you take off that big scary saw that you have and throw that one next time? Is that detachable?
Unfortunately, this saw blade is not detachable. I cannot turn it into a ranged weapon.
Damn. Okay. It's all right. We'll figure something out, buddy. Just try to stay alive because you're going to have to keep us alive.
So, now it's the thing's turn. It's got
cool. It goes before me, too.
It's got several attacks, and it's got two very, very, very open targets.
Yeah.
Leaf, you've still got inertial armor on, right?
I think I have everything on at the moment.
Okay, good. So it directs one of the turrets to attack you.
Oh, no.
At disadvantage. Still gets a 16.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Okay, so one of the turrets just opens up on Leaf, but it gets absorbed by his psionic powers. It also did not like what Zen did to it, so it uses the other turret to try and get at him, also at a disadvantage.
So my EMP didn't do anything to the turrets? That's sad.
It's messing with their targeting systems, hence the disadvantage on these rolls. So it also missed Zen. However, the sludge has a bit of a reach. It moves a little bit farther forward.
I hate the sludge.
And decides to swat at Kai.
Of course it does. We have a history.
It likes you.
I hate it.
And that's a 13. Does that hit?
13, you said?
Yes.
I don't think so. All right, sorry. No. It does not.
Okay. Yeah, so it reaches out with one of the plates and tries to smush you underneath it, and you manage to dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
It did not roll well. That will not always be the case. All right. Kai, it's your turn now.
Finally.
Oh, question. How long has it been since we woke up?
It's been
A couple hours. 4 hours.
I want to say 5, maybe almost 6 hours at this point. It's been a little
meaning
while.
that Kai also still has the inertial armor.
Do I?
It lasts 7 hours.
Yeah, so it's getting close to running out.
Then that definitely missed. Are you kidding me? Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. I have a question for our lovely best note taker, not Grant. You thought it was going to be a question for our lovely GM? No, I'm mad at you right now. I have a question for Kyle.
We also know that my note taking is not always the best, so go for it.
Kyle, how does the blob feel about fire?
It really doesn't like it.
Excellent. I have a flamethrower now. I am going to shoot directly at it with the flamethrower. Wee-hee.
All right. This is an attack on a general area, so it's not going to be quite so difficult. Go ahead and roll for me.
All right. Be good to me, die. That is a 9 plus the flamethrower has an attack bonus of ? Is it the same as like the plasma pistol?
It should be, yeah. It should be exactly the same.
Great. 9 plus 9 is 18.
An 18.
Did that hit?
All right. That definitely hits. However, it did manage to succeed a reflex save, so it takes normal damage. It says it takes half, but because this thing is vulnerable, it kind of cancels out.
Okay.
So
I also don't know how much damage the flamethrower does because it's not on the character sheet.
Okay. It
Sorry.
is. No, you're okay.
I haven't used it yet, apparently.
That is 3d6
Excellent.
points of fire damage.
We're gonna put that in here.
So what Kai does is essentially Mandalorian style, point her fist at this thing and activate a flamethrower.
Oh, yeah, I do. Do I have 3d6s? No, because one's under the couch. Haha, I have 2. That is a 5, a 2, and another 5. Ooh, that's 12. Ooh.
That's another 12 points. Let me just do some math here really quick.
Let's go.
30, 50. Okay. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that did pretty nice. You burned this thing. You burned it good. Are you gonna do anything else? Like
I'm going to
move?
go and take cover. Yeah, for sure. I'm not.
All right.
I'm trying to be smarter.
Which side do you want to go?
The
right or left?
side with Eris.
Great. Are you just behind Eris so you can still see, or are you gonna just take full cover?
I'll take full cover because I'm not using Eris as like a human shield. That feels insulting.
You could never use me as a human shield. I am not a human.
Well, I'm not gonna use you as a
We all
robot shield either. So.
We all think of you as human at heart, Eris.
Especially when we're using you as a shield.
Okay, so that being said, it is, it's Wonder's turn. So, Leaf, do you want to perform another handle animal check to see if you can persuade Wonder to help?
I'm trying to imagine what Wonder could possibly actually do to help us without
Dying.
biting into a thing that absorbs everything it touches.
Yeah, that's probably not.
I mean, Wonder has multiple attacks. I'm pretty sure Wonder's also got a claw attack if memory serves.
Yeah, I'll roll handle animal. If only Savita Wonder will actually listen to me when it matters. That's not gonna work. I think that's a cumulative 8.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, no, Wonder's still just kind of hiding in a corner.
Wonder is afeared.
If
I-
anything,
I-
Wonder backs up more into the corner.
I shout some soothing words very loudly at Wonder.
Because that's how animals work. Okay. Let's see.
Everything's gonna be fine.
As there's turret
Fire, yeah.
turret shots like glancing off of my shields.
Uh-huh. Alright, Zen tries shooting again. The shot gets absorbed by the makeshift armor this thing has, which means it is Eris's turn.
So I'm now closer, right?
A little
So
bit.
if I were to say do some more automatic fire, could I hit more than one of the 10 shots? It's huge and right next to me. I'm not that bad at aiming.
That's fair.
I'll give you 3 attack rolls.
3 attack rolls? Okay,
Yes.
Here we go. Okay.
I like the idea that in fiction, if you roll like 2 bad ones and a good one, it'll be like pew pew pew, like in the span of like milliseconds because it's automatic
So we
fire.
start off with a 16, which is less than ideal. We follow it up with a 24 though. Then I rolled a 2, so a 10.
Wasn't a one.
Okay. The first shot you just miss. The second shot you definitely hiss, and the third shot just goes way off base. So go ahead and roll damage for 1 shot.
8? Oh, I rolled the wrong dice though. So now let's roll the correct one. It was an 8 and I was so excited. It was again an 8. That's incredible. And then a
Nice.
1. And then a 5. So 14.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, yeah, you managed to burn another bunch of this thing off. Okay, anything else you want to do? I mean, it should be mentioned, you guys are kind of all taking cover next to doors.
Doors.
So-
Oh, they're doors?
Yep, these are all doors. Wonder's next to a door here that leads into a workshop. And you also have a couple of offices here.
Oh. Well,
So how exactly are these turrets connected to the monster? Right? Because like based on just like the picture, it looks almost like they're being like held out, like they're further away than sort of
it's-
inside of this, if that makes sense.
It's got globular arms that are just kind of enveloping them and holding them up.
I can't with Kyle's
Okay.
message. I don't know if you guys can see chat right now, but Lynn Jersey, hello, welcome. She said she's late to the party. Thanks for hanging out. And then Leaf responded, hiya, we're playing patty cake with a high-tech pudding.
Yes.
Which, you're not wrong.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
No, I want to stay exactly where I am.
Okay, cool. That means it is Leaf's turn.
Do we know anything about how this thing sees?
Roll a knowledge technology check.
Given that I'm wearing a sample of it on my wrist.
Yeah, and I'll give you advantage. You've obviously studied this at some point. You've encountered one before.
What am I rolling here?
Knowledge of technology.
Knowledge of technology. That's going to be a 25.
25. You suspect it's a combination of things. It probably has a form of auditory sensor that allows it to detect sound. It also, you suspect, operates in the infrared so that it can see in the dark.
Would invisibility shield me from that? From the visible part, obviously not the sound.
I mean, yeah.
Lynn Jersey is wondering what flavor pudding. I was going to wager death flavor, but Grant, if you have a different one in mind, you can let us know.
Just think kind of a dumber, equally homicidal tar monster from Star Trek: The Next Generation. You've got the right idea. Yeah.
Yummy.
I was gonna go with blood pudding, very coppery, kind of tangy.
That's what we're gonna be in a little bit.
Let me just double check that this remotely works against creatures. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm thinking of trying to get behind this thing. Is there a space where I could get by it? Or is it completely filling the opening?
It's completely filling the opening. If anything, it seems like it's housed in there and it's reaching out to interact with all of you.
Ah, okay. Well, that narrows the options down slightly. What do we think? Fire or fire? Do you want?
So I know that this wasn't one of your options, but do you have any like fire kind of attack?
I do.
I cast fireball into the darkness.
I mean, I could, but I was just gonna pull out explosives.
I love it. I love both.
And are there any gaps in this makeshift armor the thing has?
If you roll high enough, you could find one.
Lovely. Yeah, I'd like to. I'm not in melee range with this thing, right?
Nope.
Lovely. I would, in fact, like to back up just a little bit, and then pull out my my air gun and load a high explosive dart into it.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Do I know what the range on those darts is?
It's going to be the range of your air gun.
I meant how big of a boom they make.
Let's say they're fairly localized. Let's say it's a square.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
It's not going to blow up the entire hallway. That would be the nuclear tipped ones.
And I'm assuming that they blow up on impact.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot in the general direction of the blob. And if I can see a chink in its armor, I will, I guess, aim for that. But I'm mostly trying to blow up its armor.
Okay. Are you gonna move, or are you just going to stay where you are?
I'm gonna shoot it and then move.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Make your attack roll then.
Because was I supposed to update my attack bonus for the air rifle, or is that in addition to the base attack and the dex? I don't know how this works.
It probably required an update because it is your base attack and dex.
Oh, okay. Then I will update it. So then that makes it 16 to hit.
A 16. Again, you just narrowly miss the creature itself, but you do hit the armor. So go ahead and roll damage against the armor.
All right. And I don't know that I actually know what damage these things do.
They do 46 explosive damage.
Lovely.
Essentially the same as a fragmentation grenade.
18 damage.
Nice.
18? Yeah, you managed to obliterate a couple of those plates. Its armor class is now lower.
Lovely.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I back the hell away from this thing.
Just kind of to the entrance?
Or I'm gonna back off to the same side that Kai and Eris are on.
Gotta keep the team together.
And but a square behind that. Yeah.
Okay.
Further away. Yeah, there we go.
Together,
There.
but safer.
Yes.
Together, but with a clear line, with a clear shot if I need to, and also not where it can reach out and whack all three of us together.
Excellent. All right.
Team.
Leaf's been studying tactics.
Okay. That being said, it's now Artie's turn. Artie.
Should I tell him what to do? He is my son.
No, Artie sneaks up on Zen and attempts to perform some emergency first aid.
That's my boy.
And fails miserably. Zen
No.
actually, he doesn't do damage, but Zen just kind of bats him away and says, "No, not right now. Come on, middle of a fight."
He's trying.
All right, and that being said, it is now the critter's turn.
The critter. No. That's too nice of a name.
The sludge monster's turn.
Thank you. The blood
it
pudding's turn.
It reaches out and actually extends the turrets into
Okay.
into this area.
Jesus. Rude.
While itself staying back here. And yeah, it's going to go after Eris. Does a 18 hit?
Does an 18 hit? My armor class is 18. Does that mean it?
Then it definitely does.
Okay.
So this does. That is 9 points of damage to you.
Ah, it's nothing.
And it also shoots at Zen. Also hits. And does 15 points of damage to Zen. Okay. Let me actually open up Zen's character sheet because I know what I'm doing.
Gotta see if he's dead.
Oh no, he's not dead yet, but he's not feeling good either.
I don't think
Easy.
any of us really are. Except for Leaf.
and-
Leaf's doing phenomenal.
And then as its last action, one of the globule holding this turret dispenses and tosses something.
Of course it does.
And it lands right in between all three of you. All three of you make a reflex save, please.
What
Yes.
do you add to the roll?
Add two.
Whatever your reflex save bonus is.
It's under your main
Oh, there.
abilities.
Uh,
Oh, actually, no. Well, it's 2 + 9. It's an 11. I still don't think that's good enough. But
24.
wow.
So I panic, and while trying to simultaneously jump on it and run away, manage to trip.
Oh no. You got
Please
a
rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Well, let's resolve these in order from highest to lowest. Eris, you see this thing land and immediately recognize it as a grenade. You, with all of your knowledge and forethought, open
Jump
the door.
on it. Jump on it. I
Open
jump on
the
it.
door to the office and duck inside for a
I
second.
tried, guys. I did my best.
I appreciate it.
Kai, you take 13 points of damage.
13.
Yep.
Okay, guys, I have 1 hit point left. 1.
And Leaf. Leaf.
Oh no, no. No.
Farewell. It was nice to know you.
No. No.
You not only take 13 points of damage,
No.
you are knocked prone and stunned for the next round.
But that's actually, those last two are kind of irrelevant because he's also unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you just take your 13 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And, or at least that's what everyone thinks happens. Leaf,
Ooh.
you are aware of... You're aware of this going off. You're aware of just a whole bunch of things hitting you all of a sudden. But for a moment, time just seems to stop. And there is this probably momentary questioning of your brain is just like, hang on, what the hell is going on here? And then you hear a voice say, this won't do. Let me adjust things. Just a smidge. And
Is that Grant's voice? What's going on? Join the blob.
many things. Many. Anyway,
This is Grant's new mechanic. I'm scared.
Fate.
And what you notice is that you're not unconscious, but you're not feeling great. You have 1 HP.
Yeah, join the 1 HP club.
But you are prone and you are stunned.
Okay.
And please, this is a new mechanic, by the way. I will explain in a sec. Please, Kyle, add 1 to your fate counter.
You
that I
did this
added.
for skeptical sake, didn't you?
Did
you
you
want
add
him
this?
to win?
Did you add that to our character sheets, or do I need to add this to my character? Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah,
I
it's
found
there.
it.
It's there. So the mechanic that I've kind of enabled here is kind of came from me reflecting on the fact that I tend to bend the rules and practically throw them out a lot, and by doing that I'm kind of bend the laws of reality in this universe to suit my needs in the storytelling. That being said, that's why I have introduced these fate counters, which all of our main characters have. And as whenever someone reaches a threshold of fate counters, which only I know, that means something ends up happening. And we'll find out when we get to that. So, suffice to say, we got a new thing we're tracking. And there might be forces you don't know about that are helping. So yes, inexplicably, Kai and Eris, Leaf seems to be alive somehow. Although, come to think of it, with his current reputation, this might just be normal for you guys. All right. That being said, Kai, it's your turn. As you cling on to life by a thread.
Uh-huh. Okay, actually, I have a thought. I don't know if this will... I need you to explain to me again how the sticky bombs work. Is something actually like... Is it like a spider web that gets thrown out of the things?
It's more or less. What it does is it creates a gel that more or less instantly hardens and sticks something to that spot.
It hardens.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially. Or if it doesn't come into contact with something, it just remains kind of gelatinous and gooey and slows anything moving through it.
Excellent. So, if I were to, theoretically, throw this directly at the part of the turret that shoots us, would it spread, cover the hole, and then it can't shoot at us, at least for, like, a round? That feels
Yeah,
right.
you could gum up the mechanisms pretty nicely.
Excellent.
If you chose to do that.
We're gonna do that. Just
All
gonna
right.
give it a nice little chuck. Nice little throw.
Make your attack roll.
I will. That is a 19 plus Dex, you want?
Dex and base attack, but
Ooh!
yeah.
19 plus 9, that's a 28. Oh, look at that softball arm coming in handy.
That definitely
a
hits.
pitcher.
It is allowed a reflex save.
It's a turret. What reflex does it have?
It's not the turret that's making the reflex save.
Okay,
it's the
that's
thing
fair.
holding it.
That's fair.
But it doesn't matter because it rolled a 1. So if anything, you hit the turret, it tries to get out of the way, but instead ends up gluing the turret to the ground.
Okay,
In
gluing the
addition-
turret to the ground and gluing the part that I wanted glued, right?
Correct.
Okay.
In addition to disabling it for an amount of time.
Excellent. I love it. Thank you. I am also going to get in that room.
With Eris.
I'm scared.
You're now in the office. It's kind of a.
And I'm gonna, as I do that, yell over to Zen, and it's just Zen over there. I guess that is a person of any sort. Be like,
Well, there's
maybe go
already
outside.
two.
Maybe go in there. 'Cause the turrets are moving.
Okay.
I mean, it's just a suggestion. Do whatever you want, I guess.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be the commander, am I not?
Very true. All right. It is Wonder's turn.
Roll that
And
animal handling.
And actually, no. Wonder sees Leaf go down and just immediately kind of snaps out of whatever they're dealing with, runs around the corner, and just starts going to town on this turret, trying to rip it to pieces.
Is that the one that was disabled?
Yep. Which means Wonder definitely hits.
Yes, good girl.
Yeah, and does 10 points of damage to the turret. So the turret is even more out of commission.
Excellent. Is that like
Alright.
fully out of commission or like?
It looks like the barrel might have been bent, so it might be harder for this thing to shoot.
Okay. Double
Alright.
disadvantage.
Pretty much. Now it is Zen's turn, and what is Zen going to do?
It's a great
Dear.
question.
Well, Zen doesn't like being on this side with the turret.
It's fair.
So he's going to actually just enough room to do this. Zen's going to go back here and just shoot at the main body of this thing again.
I thought you said that was blocked off.
The
Why not?
passage in here is blocked off.
Oh,
Oh yeah, see that was
not clear.
not clear.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I thought you were just like I didn't draw the whole thing out, but it's
That changes things immensely. Okay, good to know.
My apologies.
okay.
All right. So that's a hit from Zen. He does another 21 points of damage to this thing. And the blob's not looking so great. It looks like it's lost a decent amount of mass at this point.
Excellent.
Those
Don't
of
let
you
it
who can
t-
see it.
Don't let it touch you, because I see him run around the corner. Because he doesn't
Eris.
know what it is, right?
Nope.
It
Yeah.
will swallow you whole. I swear to God.
He's seen Eris, blow one up in the lost episode.
The lost, the sad lost episode.
Speaking of which, Eris, it is your turn.
Yeah, so I also want to sort of distract it away from my alive by the grace of God teammate. So I am going to run out of the door and actually try and do exactly what Zen did, but on the left side. But
Okay.
as I pass, I'm going to use my last thermite grenade and just try and lodge that in there.
Inside the blob itself.
Inside the blob, yeah, just try and chuck it and get it as sort of securely inside that as possible.
You can chuck it, or you can walk up to this thing and just shove it in.
Ew.
I can tell you which one will be easier and more likely to succeed.
No, I'm gonna chuck it. I don't care how
Okay.
likely it
We're
is
not-
to succeed.
Yeah, we're not
You-
supposed to touch
okay.
this thing. You've told us this before, Grant. By my
I mean,
almost
you
death.
You don't want it to envelop you when you're unconscious. Okay. Make an attack roll for me, Eris.
Okay, 13, so plus 8, so 21.
That's more than enough. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Let's see if this thing saves a... Okay. It does save on its reflex save. So you can still roll your, I believe it's 6d6 points of damage, but it just takes normal damage instead of the extra it would take from fire.
1, 6. 21.
It's not looking good. Okay, it actually is damaged enough where it drops both of the turrets.
Excellent. And now,
And
does
you
that mean
actually
the
hear
turrets stop working?
the jingle of them. You hear the power down sound come from them.
Yeah,
The,
let's go.
Warning, connect me to power, please. All right. That means it is now Leaf's turn.
Okay.
You can try
Fine.
to do a fortitude save to pull yourself out of being stunned.
Oh, that's right. He's stunned.
It's not a nat 1, but it's real low.
Okay, yeah, you're still kind of just out of it. I will let you take one
That's a 4.
action.
Let's see.
And that action could also be just a move action to crawl somewhere a little safer.
Yeah, okay. I was just double checking something. Okay, cool. I was checking to make sure that PowerPoints don't disappear when I get knocked unconscious.
PowerPoints?
Because there are
not
conditions under
the-
which you actually lose access to them
not
until
the-
you actually rest.
Not the Microsoft version when you're like
No.
pitching a new idea to your corporate team. Okay, I was very confused.
No, it's more like I'm using my brain to pitch a new idea to reality.
Okay.
Yes.
This is totally how Leaf actually conceptualizes of his powers inside his head.
I love it.
It's a good idea.
Just explaining to reality how it should be.
Explaining
Actually,
to
you should
reality
look
why it's wrong.
Exactly.
Reality, this is how you're wrong.
Cool. Given that I can still use powers, you said I can use what kind of action? Just I can do one
you can
thing.
use one action, yeah. That can be use of a power, a single attack action, or you can try and say, seeing as you're prone, you could try crawling to safety if you would like to.
Yeah, I guess the first thing I'm actually going to do, I think, is yeah, no, I'll just call to safety. We'll just do that.
Join Kai in the office with the 1 HP club.
Yeah.
Hey, oh my god, are you okay? Obviously not. That's a dumb question. Anyway.
And that is my action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, that means it is Artie's turn. Artie just kind of floats as quickly as they can over here. They are now with the two of you, and they say,
Oh dear, it appears you are both in trauma space. Do you require medical assistance?
Yes, help Leaf first. I got something to do.
okay. And RD rolls a treat injury check on you, Leaf, and actually manages to do it. So they give you this one-time boost of 5 HP.
Yay.
So you're not barely clinging on to life.
Lovely.
All right, and with that being said, Eris, you are the only one who out of our main trio who can see this, but a sludge seems to recognize this is not going well for it, and it just starts slithering back into the crevices of the airlock door that leads to the central AI of the ship. And on its way, it uses one of the wall panels it's been using to defend itself and just smashes the control panel for the airlock.
Is it... Wait, hold on. What is the... I know that we can't technically see this, but I need more explanation. The airlock is between us, which is in
You've
a
got
breathable space, and then a non-breathable space in front of us?
Think of it as a clean room transition.
Okay.
It's meant to disinfect, depolarize. It makes you safe for the AI core.
Was it already open?
Nope.
Okay, and he's opening it?
Nope.
He.
It's slithering literally into crevices and just disappearing, and it destroys the control panel on its way out. So for the time being, I'm just gonna move that off the map.
It's gone?
It has left the field.
So we're out of combat.
You can leave combat order now, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go sprint over to Leaf and Kai to check that they're okay.
Should we switch over to other
Yes,
mode?
I will.
Okay.
All right, stopping in 3, 2, 1.
That was beautiful. Okay.
Nice.
So
So I'm going to sprint over to Leaf and Kai and tell them, first of all, make sure that they're not dead, because I'm not entirely sure about that at the time. I just saw Leaf sort of go down and maybe be alive. And then I'm going to inform to them what happened.
Okay.
And after all of that,
shit.
we can't let it get away. We
No.
can't let it have free run of the ship. We have to follow it.
I mean, why is it even going into the core? Like, what's it gonna do?
Presumably, it's what's controlling the ship, or
I
it's
don't love
protecting
that.
whatever's controlling the ship. Which is not ideal.
All right. Well, let's go look at.
That's one word for it. Zen just kind of says from the background somewhere.
Well, let's go look at that control panel, I guess. Is there? I'm sorry. I should have looked at this on the map before we put it away. But was there another door in anywhere, or is that the only one?
This is the only entrance to the central core.
All right, great. I would love to take a look at it and see if it's something that I might be able to fix.
Yeah, go ahead and do a repair check. See if you can suss this out.
I will. All right, that is a 10, but my repair is quite high. 17.
You can tell just by approaching it and attempting to repair it that this thing not only smashed the control panel, as it left, it seems to have dissolved key circuits and taken them with it. So for the moment, unless you can find a way to trip a failsafe mode that opens up access to the AI core, there's no way to get in there right now.
Well, there's already
Except by cutting.
the door open. Yeah.
Which will use quite a bit of your tools charge, as these are not insignificant doors.
I'm aware. I don't see another way of getting in, and we're kind of on a limited time frame, it seems.
What's missing?
Sorry.
Can I inspect this and see what circuits are missing?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
That's not great. What did I just roll?
I'd say that's like you can either do it as a knowledge repair or say knowledge technology again. But
13.
Yeah, you don't get much more than what Kai found out. There are literally components of this mechanism for triggering the door to open that are just missing.
Could I craft something that would bridge that gap?
You could find out. You haven't really checked out the workshop yet. And you also know that there's a lot more to this facility. There are data storage banks. There's an emergency power system as well. You have potentially
There's an emergency
options.
power system. Presumably
Yes.
the AI core is powered externally, yes?
It's got a redundant backup.
Is that redundant backup inside or outside that shielding that's sealed off?
It's accessible to you where you are now. It has a much smaller backup within the shielding, but its main backup is in this facility. It's got multiple redundancies.
Let's shut off Wadsworth first,
Okay.
so that this thing can't control the ship.
Well, well, okay, wait, hold on. Does that necessarily mean that it's not controlling Wadsworth? It's controlling the ship. It's like
Well, if we
bypassed him.
It's controlling Wadsworth through the AI core, because that's where it is. Or it's not controlling Wadsworth, but it's... Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Artie kind of just raises their hand in the background and says,
Yes, love.
Please explain the origin of this, non-biological life form. Did you come across it from Coalition technology?
Yes, and someone whose name shall not be named decided that it would be a good thing to bring along with us on our travels.
Have you ever attempted to interface with it remotely? There are many reasons why, my databanks say the Coalition decided to stop using such technology. It was, shall we say, vulnerable to attack?
Leaf, have you talked to yours remotely?
Huh. Interesting thought. So Bessie is a subroutine of of Esh, which was a system that controlled large quantities of this techie goo stuff. Yes.
Yeah, technically.
Bessie controlled this stuff?
Bessie
Ash did.
probably has an understanding of it. But the thing that you found out during that first mission was, sure, Esh had control of it under ideal circumstances.
Yeah.
But one of its failings as a technology was that it could go rogue and develop a sense of self-preservation. What Artie is suggesting is that there were also many other reasons why the Coalition decided to abandon this particular technology, including the fact that it might be vulnerable to
Remote
getting
control.
Remote control.
Artie, can you explain more about that? Very quickly, please.
It would be, very technical. It's essentially saying that you have a wireless connection to this stuff and you somehow manage to interface with it. In theory, if you have a computer powerful enough, you could potentially make it do what you want without asking nicely.
I am, this is just sidebar, I am obsessed with the fact that Artie is slowly starting to sound more like Kai. Because he started off very much robot, no emotion, and now he's like, I mean, probably, and it's everything. Love my son.
Think of him as a much more emotive R2 unit.
Yes.
Like Captain, like Robot. What compute assets are there in this area?
Computer
I mean,
assets?
Outside the AI core.
Well, let's go
okay, I
check
was
the
about to say what
workshop,
compute.
right?
Yeah, you
Outside
can-
of the thing that we can't touch.
Yeah, outside of the workshop, you would know that there are definitely storage servers. There are, it's either 6 or 8 banks of them parallel on either hemisphere of this facility, and those have some processing power, but they're mainly for storage. You might be able to cobble something together in the workshops or one of these offices, but by comparison to the Wadsworth core, it's going to be nothing.
This thing's currently not actually in control of the core, because if it was, we'd all be dead.
Well,
It's not in
if
full
that's its-
control.
if that's its goal.
Depends what it wants, yeah.
Yeah. Because it
I
seems
mean-
like if it's working with the borders, it wants to keep us alive. So we can be slaves, right? Like, although I don't know why it's working with the borders. This
Does
seems like two
Wads-
discrete problems. That's the other thing. Does this not seem like two discrete problems that happened at the same time? Anybody else?
I mean, it does kind of seem like somebody used this tech and then it went rogue. Maybe. I guess the question is, can we give Wadsworth more compute power and a battle plan? Or give Bessie access to more compute power outside of the area this thing can touch?
I thought Bessie's offline.
Bessie is currently inside the AI core running interference for Wadsworth.
Well, okay.
As,
She's not
as far as we know.
doing. I mean, she's trying, but she's not doing the best. I don't know how we could get her anything else if we can't get in there.
Well, I've got a thing that can connect wirelessly. Leaf pulls out laptop. We can bridge Bessie into this data bank.
Okay, I guess.
Does Bessie know how to control this stuff? I guess probably not.
No.
I
Not that
mean,
we know.
as far as you're aware, you've never tried.
Well,
We
okay.
know it can be controlled.
So the thing is, our two options seem to be either somehow open the door and finish killing the thing, or somehow remote control the thing and make it stop doing what it's doing.
Mhm.
But we already know that it's not... It doesn't
don't
like to
want-
listen to directions.
We don't want fire in there. Out here, that was fine. Fire in there would destroy Wadsworth.
Okay, well, I can aim carefully. But also, I don't, like, again, I don't see why trying to remote control it will work if it's already gone rogue.
Maybe we can make it ungo rogue?
That seems like very optimistic thinking. Eris?
Have you met Leaf?
No, this is all in character, by the way. I have met you, darling.
I mean, how long would any of these things? How long would it take you to try and remote control access it versus
Give
how
me
long
one
would
sec.
it take?
Yeah. Okay, so I would like to take out my laptop and try and send a wireless signal not to the thing in there, but to the blob of similarly composed stuff on my wrist that I know that isn't actively already hostile, and see if
Okay.
I can find a command that I can send to it wirelessly that will make it just like
Ceased.
Become
Becomes-
completely neutral.
become inert.
Leaf, you're not all that helpful in a fight. So if you just want to stay here and try and do that, while Kai and I go and
Find
try
another
and,
way
like,
in.
Yeah, because if we can find another way in,
Uh-huh.
we can find a way to fight this thing. If you fail, we will still be there, and we won't be losing that much firepower with you here with the
Ouch.
computer.
No, okay, listen. All
I
right,
You're also on
that's
1 health, right?
Kai standing in between the two. That's a little rude, Eris.
Accurate.
Leaf is... Yeah. Listen. Huh. You are such a valuable part of this team, and I'm so scared that you're gonna die on me. So please don't. Do your computer thing. We're gonna go look for another entrance.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna split up the gang.
Also, Leaf has 6 health points right now.
Yes.
Kai still has 1, actually.
Do you need
Yeah.
a stim pack?
I mean, if you have one...
I
But,
still
like-
have this class 4 and 7 class 1s.
How much does a class 4 do?
40 something plus 4.
No,
Yeah.
you used it, didn't you?
The class 4? No, I don't think I did.
Zen.
Did I?
You used it on Zen because he had like 2 health points.
I thought I
if
was
it happened
going
in the last
to.
episode, it's not real.
No, the last episode isn't lost. It's
Did
real.
I?
Fine.
Someone in chat.
I'm 99% sure because I told you to
I-
use it on Zen because Kai has got a soft spot for her lizard friend.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then I should mark down that I used it.
Yeah.
I can. That sounds about right too.
Right.
Okay.
still
well,
have
then
all the
I
class
then I
1s.
have 7 class 1s.
Because I distinctly remember Grant saying that like he got health points back, but it wasn't like as crazy.
Yona,
as
you're right.
Because yeah,
You're correct.
I'll take a 1. Yeah.
Yes.
Stab Kai.
I stabbed Kai.
Ow.
All right. And because it's been a little while
It hurts
since
so good.
because it's been a little while since you last took a stim pack, you suffer no penalties, so you get the full 1d8 plus 1.
You get 2 whole hit points.
It's. Oh no, it's 7. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Less at death's door.
Also,
It should be mentioned as far as health goes, I think both Kai and Zen look like they're about the same level right now. Just saying, they're both very beat up
Yeah.
out of all of you.
we're
Okay.
we're having a good time. Leaf also, since I mean, I guess this is more table talky kind of thing. Kyle, Leaf got fixed up by Artie, so you can take another one of those class 1s, and it shouldn't affect your ability to regain all of it.
Right.
I would recommend that. Maybe, Leaf, maybe you want to take one of those too, if you have that many. Where
Oh,
did you get
right.
those?
Jab.
Thank you. Okay.
Ah.
Good job. Eris, how
Okay.
you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, I took, what was it, like 9? I still have 40 hit points.
Amazing. Ugh.
Yeah, and then I
Eris is
also
looking
have
practically factory
I
fresh
maybe
right
mark
now.
out that I don't have to do
Factory
the third.
fresh.
I still have some class 4 robot repair patches.
Excellent. That's what I like
So
to hear.
I'm doing great.
All right, let's go find ourselves a different entrance then.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So, you and Eris, go ahead and roll search checks. Are you taking any of the companions with you, or is it just the two of you?
Yeah, we'll bring Zen too. gives us a chance for a third search check. We'll leave Wonder and Artie with Leaf.
Okay.
Oh! Fell on the ground. I rolled a 1.
You've been blinded again. No.
No,
This is depressing.
Yeah, you don't really find much of anything. There's some interesting walls.
I got a 9. Not much better, honestly.
Okay. Zen got like a 13. He didn't find much of anything either.
Great.
So you're all just kind of wandering through this main hallway that kind of circles. There are some doors leading off to it that are labeled Data Center 1, Data Center 2, etc. Yes.
Can I give some little taps on the walls to see if we can figure out what parts are thin, if there are any?
Yeah, can I do a listen check? Way better at listening.
Sure, go ahead and do a listen check.
Awesome.
I'd like to
Leaf.
echolocate.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what's the best
I rolled a
area
2, so I got a 6. This is bad.
Oh my god.
I am twice as good at listening though, so.
Jesus Christ.
While they're doing this, Leaf, go ahead and roll a computer use check to try and hack your bracelet.
I got a 12, by the way.
This is not a good day for rolls. That's a
No.
13.
It started off decent.
I mean, we
Yeah.
lived through that fight.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you're out of
Live
initiative order.
through that
The
fight.
fight is not necessarily over
That's
yet.
fair. That's fair. Lived is it's a stretch.
Okay, yeah. So Leaf, you aren't really able to communicate with this thing. You get the sense that there's maybe something there, but it's not interfacing with your software. Yeah, Kai and Eris, you don't really hear anything.
Does
There's-
Artie have wireless communication capabilities?
Of course I do. It came with my 0.4581 patch that you installed the other time we were awake and unthawed.
Do I hear this?
I mean, maybe over the comms.
Hey, Artie.
Don't hurt my son.
I'm gonna. Hey, Artie, can you talk to this stuff?
Of course. Stand by.
Bud, hey, wait. I start running back. Wait.
RD crit.
The good way or the
So-
bad way?
So that's a 20.
Okay,
That's just a
excellent.
nat 20.
The good
so,
way.
Leaf, the stuff on your wrist suddenly becomes really, really thin around your wrist, and it creates like a little RD model on top.
It would appear I am able to control this substance. However, I do not know if I can control the entire entity.
try.
You are
How
the
much
best
compute
boy.
power would you need?
Processing.
Artie's little triangular eyes just kind of go blank for a second and flicker all sorts of different colors, and then they come back and Artie says,
I would require approximately 15 of your quantum cores in order to operate at such a level.
I assume that my processing power is nothing near that.
Eris runs on 3 or 4 quantum cores. It's
I was
still-
so excited. I was so ready to say, use me. Use my... I was so ready.
I mean, Eris could help. Eris could definitely help. The laptop, let's say, has 2.
How does
Um,
that compare to a human brain?
You're not gonna use your own brain.
Or an elf brain. Or
Or a
Zen's
highly-
very useless brain.
Oh my
How
god.
How does that-
Excuse me?
Don't worry about it.
You can't
How
just say things, Eric. Okay, we're gonna have a talk later
would
about how to
this-
interact with your teammates because I'm worried one of your modules has turned off in this fight.
We'll figure it out later.
I had all that
If-
radiation problems. Blame it on that.
Okay, no, that's not. No. Can't just do that.
We'll install updates later.
Have you updated your Eris lately?
To be not
And
Eris
there's
needs-
banks of computers.
not fantasy races. Jesus.
Yeah, you might
Could-
be able to.
How was that? I was just
Could you
saying
provide
Sven was an
instructions?
idiot.
It's a lizard
Zen-
guy.
Zen
Could you
was an idiot.
provide instructions for how to do what you just did?
Of course.
And Artie immediately just picks a blank wall and turns one of their arms into like a scalpel thing and just starts scratching in diagrams into it for you. And kind of gives you a rough idea of how you would construct something to do this.
And wait, did you say that the like there's a server room around here?
There are multiple server rooms.
Great, let's start pulling some cores out, boys.
Ah!
Partially lobotomize the ship's commander officer. Let's do this. Okay.
Because the AI core is in the middle, and we would definitely know this part. But the data banks are Wadsworth's memory, right?
Yes. You would
Let's
be removing
pick out all of his
lots-
memory of A team, of Alpha team.
That's a great idea. That's
But
Just
that might-
remove that memory, that
There's
specific.
That. You have a good. You know what? That's a solid idea.
The one thing I would point out here, and I'm going to say it as that, one thing I would point out that might reset whatever opinion he has of Alpha Team to neutral, and Alpha Team gets the job done, but I don't think even Wadsworth likes them.
Yeah, but if we're gonna sacrifice any memories, it might as well be those, right?
Okay.
Wait, but so are we serious? There's no cores that aren't connected to our ship's
Well, we've
memory?
got 2 in the laptop. We've got 3 in Eris.
Okay,
we've got-
many arches?
okay. The idea of 3 in Eris makes me nervous. Is this like a thing where Artie? Is this like a thing where
I
like
plugged
Eris
Eris into
touches
Ash.
you and is able to
Yeah.
just be like, and then like fine?
I reach behind Eris and pull out the comm link
You
from the
can't do
back of
that!
his neck.
Oh my God! Put it
I
back.
just
Yeah,
start
so saying
plugging-
Zen's an idiot isn't bad, but this
No,
And I
it's
plug
bad
him into
too.
my laptop.
Put it back. No.
no, this is fine.
Look, see, he's into it.
If you would like, I am more than happy to check out this workshop and see if there's anything I can potentially play with.
That's excellent, Artie. Yes, go do that.
Okay, what of actual importance is in the workshop?
There are actually lots of computer components in the workshop. You could probably construct a
Oh,
couple
fine.
of machines.
Oh, great.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, Artie, let's go. I unplug Eris from my computer.
Should I just start cutting a hole through this door?
I mean, you could, I guess.
I have to go through 2 doors, so.
How sensitive is the AI core to contamination?
It'll probably be fine.
It's been contaminated, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna make it worse.
You're assuming the giant sledge Omu rice monster and it went into the AI core. It might have just gone into the shielding area to escape you and might be just lurking around for an opportunity.
Well, then we definitely should just cut our way into the shielding, right?
Speaking of which, did you guys go into the workshop with Artie and Leaf? Or are you still just out in the lobby?
I mean, it
We're just
depends on
down
if I'm
below.
going to try to cut through the door, I guess. You really don't want me to do it, Leaf?
What? I mean,
Do you
don't cut through the door, cut through somewhere else if you're gonna cut through. The door's fortified. Go through somewhere where they didn't put defenses.
That's fair. I feel like that's worse, though.
Well, we can
You've got
patch the wall.
Well, it's not just wall, it's shielding. Yeah.
Okay, let's just try and take control of this things first.
Okay.
You know, we'll put all of our eggs into one very fragile basket.
Lovely.
It's
Okay.
not like it's something we don't often do, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there a
So-
computer here that could reach out to the core? I assume so.
You haven't tried booting up any of the office computers. There's also the backup power system that might have some access.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
do y'all want to find the? You should find the backup power system so that if this doesn't work, we can shut off the AI core.
Okay.
My search skills are less than stellar.
I'll look.
You don't have to look far. There are actually signs on the corridor saying
Amazing.
backup power supply this way.
It's a
I'm gonna
big
do a
glowing
spot
thing
check
that
and roll a
hums.
1 and miss it. So
Okay.
So, Kai and Eris, and I'm assuming Zen, you essentially head down these corridors past all of the data storage and find yourselves just in a very, very large room. It's got a couple of what looks like deuterium tanks in the back where it gets power for a fusion reactor, and a couple of twin fusion reactors that are busily humming away right now. It's a little warm in here. It seems like the backup power has been engaged for some reason, but there are consoles that you could potentially play with. And Leaf, in the workshop with Artie and Wonder. Artie's kind of going to help you build stuff. So if you... do you have a craft skill?
I do. I have craft electrical and craft mechanical.
Of
Then
course he does.
you can roll craft electrical with advantage because Artie is being a lab assistant for you right now.
Lovely.
And Wonder's providing moral support.
Thank God for advantage. One of those was a nat 1. The other's a 16. Plus 6 makes 22.
Nice.
Okay, you're able to cobble together a pretty decent node that you could hook into the laptop, and potentially Eris, and potentially Artie. It has a grand total of 10 quantum processors.
Oh.
I'm going to plug that into the laptop,
Okay.
bringing our total up to 12.
Okay.
Use me.
And
Oh yeah, should we head back? I guess. Or Eris, go.
here's the decision.
Back and
Oh,
we'll be
no, I
ready
know
to
what
shut it
Leaf
off.
would do though. I know what Leaf would do. Oh,
What would Leaf do?
What
I'm
would
gonna
Leaf
give
do?
Artie control over this.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug Artie into this and let Artie, like, basically put and I'd tell Artie to perform a Class A. What did we call it? A Class A
Diagnostic.
Diagnostic.
on this on the slime things programming.
Stand by, searching for slime thing signals.
And Artie starts searching, and there are a couple of pings that Artie makes and says,
I've located multiple non-biological organisms attempting to control.
and Artie manages to control one. And as you watch, from a ceiling vent in the workshop next to you, you just see a bunch of this stuff start dribbling out of it onto the floor.
Oh dear.
And let's see, Eris, you ended up heading back, right?
Yeah.
Make a spot check.
18.
Okay, you managed to spot this. You managed to spot some of this sludge starting to come out of another ventilation duct above you, and managed to dodge out of the way before it can just envelop you. Yeah, there's a Omerai sludge monster now in the hallway with you. That's about your size, and it wants you. So, I guess we're back in initiative order. Do we want to roll again?
I mean,
16.
well, wait. I have a question for you, Grant.
Yes.
Does it seem like are these two separate dudes the sum total of the big boy?
There's 3 total.
There's 3.
All Artie said was that there were
Artie-
multiple.
Artie.
Artie knows what numbers are. Grant. So Artie
No
can
one's-
tell us how many.
Am I crazy? Did Artie not say 3? Oh, okay.
Artie said several. I did not give you specifically a number.
Then I'm just crazy.
Okay, so what, Leaf, what was your initiative?
16.
16? Okay, cool. Eris,
15.
Sorry.
15. And Kai.
Check how that actually was.
Sorry. 16.
And 16 for Kai. All right.
Always have to one up me.
Sorry. I
All
got
right.
real low last time.
Kai and Leaf, what were your actual numbers as far as the die roll?
Rolled a 13.
12, I think, right? Yes, 12,
Okay.
because my initiative's 4.
Okay, Leaf, you get to move first. As far as you're aware, nothing's happened. There's just this incapacitated one that's just kind of draining through the vent in the workshop with you.
Is there a way to permanently disable this stuff, Artie?
I believe the record shows that burning it is the only way to do it. You can also attempt to contain it in a container of some form if you have a mop.
If you have a mop.
Is there a container around here that would work?
Oh,
And
there
a
are
mop?
containers.
A big enough one?
Oh yeah, there is one that's big enough. However, it doesn't look like this place has any manual cleaning instruments. If anything, it was like a high-tech space Roomba that came through
Can
here.
Artie instruct the stuff to get into the container?
Sure.
Stand by. Containment protocol initiated.
It starts slurping itself into the container.
Ugh. So glad I'm not there for that.
And yeah, it's contained. You can screw on the lid.
I'd like to screw on the lid, please.
All right, that's one taken care of.
Cool. And I guess I would like to instruct Artie on its next turn to do the same to one of the others.
Okay, that will be what Artie does. Next up is Wonder. Is there anything you're gonna have Wonder do, or is Wonder just gonna hang out?
Guard.
Guard. Okay, Wonder is guarding the door. Next up we have Kai. As far as you're aware, nothing's happened.
Yeah, Zen and I are just kind of hanging out, waiting to see if we need to flip the switch, like the kill switch, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
If anything, Zen makes a comment about like, well, maybe we should turn it off and on again just for safety.
I don't know if that's. Maybe we wait and see if. Leaf
That is
tells
what
us
Wadsworth. Oh right.
Very, very true. Okay.
I don't love the idea of like rave switching the pilot on and off. If we
Well,
don't
I mean
have
the ship is technically just drifting. I understand. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're
I'm
drifting.
just
We're not going towards like a. I don't know.
If there was a-
asteroid field.
if there was a gravity well, I'd be more concerned. All right. I'd say that's also Zen's turn. Eris.
Okay, so what are the exact locations of me relative to Kai and Leaf?
Okay. So, do we want to go back to the map?
Sure.
All right. All
In.
This is crucial for what I do next.
Okay.
right. Count it down.
3, 2, 1.
Sharing.
Beautiful. Oh.
All right. So allow me to set this up. Wonder's at the door. Leaf is in here. So is
that's
Artie. All right. Let me get all of you together so I can move you all at once. All right. So,
Oh, we're quite far.
Eris, I'm going to say you're right about here. And Kai and Zen, you are way back here.
Oh, okay.
And,
Oh, big
Let's
board.
just-
Look at it.
yep. Didn't get to see much of the map. Whoops, wrong direction. Whee! Okay, there we go.
Small now. It's a small.
And it's kind of blocking your path here.
Okay. How close to my comrades would I have to be for them to hear me say, I guess I have a walkie-talkie,
Yeah,
right?
you have a
Mhm.
comms unit.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and start sprinting back towards them while screaming into my comm unit, guys, we have a bit of a problem. I'm about to get murdered.
It makes an attack. It makes a attack of opportunity against you.
It's that close to... Okay, fine,
Yes.
fine.
Does an 18 hit?
My armor class is again 18, so
Okay.
yes.
It does 10 points of damage.
Oof. So is
fine,
it? So
it's
is it
fine.
like a guys? Ow! I'm about to get murdered.
All right, and you managed to run back to the door over here. Okay. That means it is now. Problem with so many people. Okay. This sludge starts following you. And Kai, make a spot check for me.
Oh boy. Is a 15 plus 3, 18.
You managed to notice this ahead of time. Zen does not. You managed to kind of take a step to the side as another one of these drops down and lands right about here.
Oh.
I did not intend it to just start falling like that. That was actually really cool. And yeah, it just it kind of it attacks each one of you. It swings at Kai, rolls a 2.
Excellent. I say,
Swings.
"Nub it."
Swings at Zen. What is Zen's armor class?
It's higher than whenever you rolled, I'm sure.
No, it's just 1 lower actually.
Oh no!
And Zen takes 5 more points of damage.
Oof.
He's not doing well.
I know.
All right. And now I'm going to say everyone is aware of this, and it is now Artie's turn. Artie rolled a 1 on initiative.
Sweet
So-
boy.
Yes. Artie attempts to control another one of these things and says,
Control established. It would appear I have been able to deactivate another one. It would There appear to be more than I was expecting.
Can you give us
How
a
many?
number, Artie? I'm gonna keep asking until our lovely DM graces us with a number of enemies.
Artie's discovering them as they go.
Okay.
All right. Leaf, it is your turn.
Can I ask Artie where they are?
It would appear they are spread throughout this facility. I'm noticing too on the right-hand hemisphere. Another one perhaps inside the main containment facility for the artificial intelligence. There is also one within 10 meters of us. And several more in the left hemisphere.
Is the one within 10 meters of us the one that we actually controlled first?
I believe it is, yes.
Great.
Ask him to focus on the one in the core, right?
Yeah. Focus on the one in the core.
Affirmative. I will disable the one in the core. You want it disabled mentally or disabled cleanly? Fire, smoke, disintegration, or simply deactivated.
It's inside the core. If you can control it, can you get it out of the core and then do fire?
Possibly. That may be time sensitive. It may take me, error, multiple rounds to do this.
Rounds of what? What does that mean? Just kidding.
Dissolve.
Very well, I will resolve it.
And that's what Artie will do on their next turn.
Lovely. Okay, in the meantime, I'm actually going to start destroying the one that's currently in this jar. While radioing the other two to let them know that we're working on a solution.
Okay.
Because talking, yay. And I'm going to use matter agitation.
Tried and true.
Spread out throughout the inside.
That's exactly what I said, Grant, but I said it while I was deafened. Or while I was muted, not while I was deafened. I said it as you were saying it. It was my... I hope there's a clip of that.
That's amazing.
We have the whole thing saved. Sorry. Just, yeah. Of course, matter agitation. Let's leave smooth.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm going to start heating this thing.
Nice.
Okay, it is defenseless. It cannot stop you.
Fry it.
Lovely. Do I need to pull up what that actually does? Give me one sec.
For entertainment's sake, I'm sure. Just so we know
yes.
just how bad this gets, how quickly.
Oh, very.
Did you seal the container?
Yes.
Okay.
I screwed the lid on.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a non-psionic object, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, readily flammable things start ignite and skin reddens for 1 point of damage in the first round.
All right, it is actively smoking inside this container.
Lovely.
All right. That being said, unless Leaf's gonna do anything else.
There's not a whole lot more I can do.
All right. Then it's back to Kai.
I'm gonna try to flamethrower the stupid goo.
Okay.
Is it
if
in
you-
melee combat with Zen and I?
It's in melee combat with Zen. It was able to reach you.
Okay, how big
Because
is
technically these things do have a reach. It's about your size.
it? Can I kick it?
I
Again? No.
back to basics.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so what? So you're saying that it's in melee combat with Zen, so I can't do basically anything to it.
I mean,
Even
Have
though
you
it's
pulled out-
standing, Grant, even though it's standing
Have you-
right in front of me and Zen is on the other side of it.
the way a flamethrower works is it produces a cone of flame.
Okay, if
So
I
you would
move
not
to
only
the
hit this
side
thing-
and then shoot it head on, that doesn't work either.
No,
A
not
bullet,
really. It's
Anything? Can I literally do?
have-
Can I do anything where I wouldn't have
you
disadvantage?
still have your hot knife, don't you?
I guess, yeah.
The Bernie knife from last time.
Yeah, I know the Bernie knife from last time, yes. Okay,
Well,
then I guess if that's the
it's-
only thing I can do, I'm gonna hit it with I'll swipe at it with the knife, yeah.
Or you could disengage, but I mean,
No, because then it's gonna kill us! Grant, I know how this game works.
You could disengage and run away.
And no.
at which
'cause
point if this
again,
were
I
at
don't
which point
leave
if this
my-
were a Telltale game, there would be a little thing in the top corner saying Zen will remember this. Anyway,
This will have consequences. Yeah, okay, I swipe at it with my hot knife.
all right, make an attack roll.
It's a 1.
A nat 1?
Uh-huh. What other kind of 1 can I roll, Grant? I don't have
Okay.
a negative attack bonus.
You stab the Amurai sludge monster, and you accidentally fumble the knife, and it just kind of swallows it.
Okay.
However, you may still roll 1d6 fire damage, because I'm assuming you turned that on.
Yeah.
Task failed successfully.
Thank you for reminding Kai that they had the knife just so that they could immediately lose it forever.
Okay.
Maybe not forever, but for the-
Until
Relax.
until
near
this thing
future.
decides to wield it against her or spit it back out.
Yeah. It's a 5.
5. That does 10 damage to your sludge monster.
I'll take it.
Okay. Who be next? I'm gonna say Eris. You get to
Wait,
go
wait,
next.
wait.
Or-
Is that my full
so-
move?
I mean, unless there's another action you can conceivably take. You made an attack roll.
Like,
You
move
could
away from it? No.
disengage
Okay.
is a full round action.
Okay, then never mind. I'll stand
Okay.
right next to it.
Okay. Yeah, Eris, it is your turn. I assume you open the door being pursued by one of these things, only to see another one assaulting your friends.
Yeah, sure. But see, if I tried to shoot at that one, I would.
Yeah, you can't.
Better hope you don't hit a 1.
So I'm definitely instead going to aim back down the hall. I've got some range on this thing now,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna shoot my laser rifle.
Single shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, single shot. Especially because I think I had 60 shots on this.
Something like that, yeah.
I had 60, and I've used the 2 rounds of 10, plus a few single shots I've written down. So I've used like 24 shots. I don't want to keep just wasting the 10. So I'm gonna fire a single shot.
All right. Make that attack roll.
19.
That's definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, and the damage is 3d8. This one, 2, 4, 7. So 13.
13? Yeah, you managed to blast a good chunk out of this thing. Because you have hang on. Yeah, you have 25 shots per charge pack, so you are now out of shots. So you will have to reload on your next turn, or actually you can reload now. That's technically your move
Oh,
action.
I can? Then yeah, reload.
Okay. You use up one of your charge packs. All right. That means next up it is Zen's turn, and Zen has had just about enough of this shit and pulls out the stun baton he's been carrying with him this entire time, turns it on, and just attacks this thing twice.
You're telling me he had a stun baton, but didn't hit me when I said his brain wasn't much?
Zen is a controlled person.
Zen has some limits, but he's fine.
Zen doesn't go after his friends.
Not usually, or acquaintances of someone he knew.
Yeah.
So yeah, he hits both times and does 8 plus. He does 14 points of damage to the one that's attacking both him and Kai. Kai, this one's looking about the size of a small cat now.
Good. I will
Zen
squish this
did
New
a number.
pet?
What?
I said new pet?
No, not again. Not this time.
Okay. Next up are the sledge monsters. This one is going to start, and it's going to...
It's gonna use the hot knife, isn't it? You can do it. It's
Yes. Yes. And
Yeah,
it's going to
just-
use it on the person who stabbed it.
Okay. That's fair.
So kind of a glob of this thing kind of sprouts out of the top of it, holding the hot knife kind of clumsily, and swats at you, Kai. And does a 17 hit?
No, actually it doesn't. My armor class is 20 right now.
Okay, well, you managed to avoid the homicidal Omer Rice monster this time. Next up is the one that was coming for Eris. It continues to try and get to Eris. And also, hang on. Another one
Oh god.
pops out of this section, and that's all its move. It's kind of just sitting there.
That door's open?
It came through the door.
No, the door between Eris and me.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you would probably see that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile.
I don't need to paste anything else yet. Okay. That means it is now Artie's turn. Artie processes for a second and then says,
Dissolution protocol has been enabled on the entity inside the AI core. You may notice a slight stench and a hole in the floor. However, it is currently safe to enter the AI core.
Cool.
What a good boy Artie is. What would we do without him?
Do you wish me to prioritize any other entities? If so, please specify a location.
I guess I know where. Are we all talking over comms?
Oh my god, did Eris, did another one just drop right in front of you? Oh no, Eris is facing off against two by himself. Oh no. I say in character.
Why, yes.
That is correct.
let's just assume, Leaf, you are aware of
perceptive.
anything anyone else can see.
Okay.
No, I said that. It's fine.
Yeah, I guess take out the one closest to Eris.
The
If
beefier
you
one.
can,
I approve.
if you can turn it against the other one, so much the better. But prioritize disabling it.
Affirmative. If I do manage to maintain control, I will not be able to perform other actions while in control.
Will you still be able to communicate?
Of course.
Then we're good.
All right. And on Artie's next turn, they will do a thing. Next up, Leaf. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so this thing is requiring some concentration, but I can otherwise do other things.
Okay.
In particular, since it's been a few minutes, I'm going to re-up my force screen.
Okay, you re-up your force screen.
Which brings my AC back up to 21. And I guess I'm gonna start tinkering around with stuff in the workshop to see if I can figure out a way to kludge together a mechanism to open that door.
Okay. In this case, that would be craft mechanical if you want to make that check.
Lovely.
And also update me on what happens this round with matter agitation.
Things get spicy. Wood smolders and smokes. Metal becomes hot to the touch. Skin blisters. It takes a d4 of damage. Hair smolders, paint shrivels, and water boils.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll that d4. And you start noticing that the stuff in this jar is bubbling now.
That is a 4.
Nice. Okay. All right. And what is the result of that craft check?
Not good. That's 8.
Okay. Yeah. There might be maybe there's a lathe in here and you accidentally hit the button on the lathe and it just starts spinning up like crazy by accident, and it'll take you the round to turn that off or something like that. Okay. Next up, Kai. What you gonna do?
I have nothing now, actually. Except my fists. So,
Okay.
I guess I mean, it's cat size?
Yeah, roughly.
Can I try to stomp on it?
Sure. Sure. Make an attack roll.
I'm still bitter that I didn't kick it couple seasons ago. Attack roll plus strength, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 15 plus base attack and strength.
Yeah, base attack and strength bonus.
20, dirty 20.
Nice. That's definitely a hit.
Squeeze.
Go ahead and roll 1d4 damage.
That's it. 3.
3. It's about the size of a mouse now.
Good. Small.
You
Cannot
just
hurt.
step on it.
That might happen in Zen's next turn. All right, Eris, it is your turn.
So I know that Leaf is planning on getting rid of the one closest to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm once again going to take a shot at the further one then.
All right, make your attack roll.
Nat 20.
Ooh!
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage, and we will multiply it by 2.
Hell yeah.
8? 2. 3. Okay, so 13.
Yeah, you disintegrate it. It's very gone. Well done.
Excellent.
All right.
So I guess that whole thing about attacking the other one is sort of moot.
For the moment, we'll see what Artie does. Are you going to move or?
So actually, yeah, I guess because if I know that this one's about to be disabled, I don't need to stay there. But but theirs is the size of a mouse, right?
Yeah.
It's also not disabled yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be disabled once Eris, or your Eris, haha, once Artie gets to it. But Artie's turn, I think, comes after the blobs.
But that door will still just be open. Like I'll still be able to see it, right?
Yeah, if you go through it.
Then I'll go closer to the mouse one.
All right, you end up about there. Alrighty. That being said, it's Zen's turn. He activates the stun baton and just kind of pokes at the thing. That's definitely a hit. And does. Yeah, he just kind of pokes it once and just squishes it.
Woo!
Yay! You're done with one of them.
We're
and
done with 4 of them, actually.
yes. And Zen just kind of looks at you guys and says, where on earth did these things come from? Is this really a normal day for you guys?
Kind of. It's a long story.
Okay. This is great.
One tried to swallow me whole.
Okay, he looks legitimately alarmed by that admission. All right. That means it's now Sledgy turn. This one tries following Eris. And other things happen. Okay. All right. That being said, it is now Artie's turn, and Eris, this one suddenly goes rigid and then takes the form of Artie. It's just like a black, gooey, sludgy Artie now.
So funny.
And yeah, it just kind of sits there. All right. Next up is Leaf.
Is there a way for me to restore a backup of the AI core from outside that room? Or is that something I would have to be in there to do?
You could probably do it from the outside. You suspect you would have to shut down the power and have it do a forced backup, essentially a hard boot of the entire system.
What would it take to do that?
Unplugging something and plugging it back in. But
the
we
thing
might. I will say we might end up having to leave this because we are just about out of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But I will make a note for Leaf. Start here.
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Pretty much. The standard IT way of handling things.
Yep.
Usually. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop screen share.
Okay. 3.
In 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Clean. All right. Yeah, it is 5 o'clock, and not everybody can stay past, unfortunately. So we will have to pause this one right there. Thank you guys all for hanging out and watching. Thank you for joining us for some more D&D in space. Thank you to our lovely Game Master Grant for creating this lovely fantasy world that we all get to live in now. Thank you to Kyle and Michael for being my lovely compatriots in this adventure. As far as next week goes, in theory, we have a regular week of streams. In practice, I might have jury duty. So, we will have amateur astronomy on Monday at 9 a.m. We will have astronomy news on Wednesday at 9 a.m. We will have D&D in space on Friday at 3 p.m. Unless I have to go be a juror in LA County courthouse system. So I'll let you know, because they don't tell you until 7 p.m. the night before. So I'll let you know, but hopefully I'll be here, because I don't want to be a juror. I have no interest in participating in our justice system, I'll be honest. It sounds miserable. But in theory, I'll be here. I will, the irony that I can't press that button. But, yeah, so hopefully I will see you guys next week. If anything changes, we have a Twitter. It is at Active Galactic, because that's our YouTube channel. We also have a Discord. If you're on the Discord, I will let you know both ways. We also have an Instagram. I'll probably post something on there, too, if I end up having to cancel anything. But hopefully that will all work out. Nobody got knocked out first, but since the only person that voted on it was Skeptical Sig, congratulations. Actually, Kai got knocked out first. Anyway, because I'm not gonna steal your points. Please follow if you're new here. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you all for hanging out. Thanks, Lorraine. Thanks, Lynn Jersey. Leaf Presses Buttons is here. Grant's here. Skeptical Sig, thanks for hanging out. And I I think that's it. I forget anything? Yeah. Oh, we have a new video on Active Galactic. Go watch it. Grant made it. It's linked in the about page. Someone wants to grab that link in chat too. We'll throw it in there. And I think that is about it. We will see you guys next time.
Have a good one, everybody.